Here today, breaking news. It is Friday Fun Day! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday Fun Day. So, today I'm going to show you guys a little DIY that I did a while back. So, again, I'm not going to be making it. I'm going to show you what I did. There's a lot of people out there showing you how to do this because that's how I found out how to do it. It's nothing new. What it is a power bank, a portable power bank made again from one of those ammo boxes. So I will show you the picture and kind of walk through the connection parts. And then I'll show you everything that you need to make this. So let's get started with Friday Fun Day. And of course, like I said, Friday Fun Day is a bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing. It could be a vacation thing that we go on, yard, DIY stuff, whatever it may be. I'm going to put out on Fridays. So with that being said, like I said, let me show you everything you need to start this little power box. And also, again, because like I said, I made this probably back in 2020, 2021, around that time frame. When everybody was into trying to go green and save money and all that stuff, and now all these power banks, electrical power bank or battery backup systems. That's what it really is, a battery backup system or a battery backup system when you're traveling somewhere. So let me show you what I did. And to finish that sentence, I'm kind of all over the place. To finish that sentence, today, like I had stated, you've got a lot of companies building these power banks, battery power banks, to where it's more cost effective to probably just buy one already made. So again, what I'm going to show you, if you're a DIY or you just like to do things on your own, you could do this. But the cost of all the stuff, you know what? I'll put that in here as well as what the stuff would cost today if you would buy it. And I got it on Amazon if you would buy these things on Amazon. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, I do want to show you all the stuff that I did buy for this box. I may have forgotten to add some of the pictures, but here we go. Here's some of the things. Okay, so as you can see, I made two boxes. I made a big one here, and then I noticed that I can make it a smaller one. So as you can see the difference, see the size difference in the two. See how small this one is compared to the big one. So I think this is the 50 mil, and I forgot what this one is, gun box. But you'll see it in the descriptions after this. So of all the equipment that I had to buy to make these. So the difference when you look into them, oops, sorry. See, they both have the batteries, but the difference is the voltage regulator. Then I thought this voltage regulator would be a little bit, let me turn it this way. This voltage regulator I thought would be better, but it stinks. Do not get it, do not use it. Stay with this one.
to see where your battery's at for voltage. Other than that, they're both made the same. Oh, the other difference is you see the plugs. This one I use like a regular outdoor plug. And then this one here is waterproof, which I preferred. This one, of course, you have two plugs. Let me get here. This one you have two plugs. As you can see. And yes, this is an outdoor waterproof plug. But as you can also see, that would not fit on this one anyways, unless you put this on the side here. But as you can see, yeah, you can put it right here. You can put it right here because there would be enough room for that. So as you look inside both of them, it looks like a mess, but it isn't. Okay, now for the trying to tell you how this is hooked up. So we'll start with the outside. First, you drill your hole to add this on. This is the power that you'll be using for plugging in the wall for this type of box. But it is set up to where you could, once you get the right solar connections to put on it, you could also use it for solar. You could also use it and charge it with solar. But right now it's just landline. It's just a plug-in from a hardwire. So you got your battery. You got your connector in there. Second thing is you want to cut out a hole. You want to cut out a hole here for your plug and then drill out two holes, one here and one at the bottom, so you can screw it onto your box. If you're not using this and if you're using this style of plug, then it's just a regular hole saw. I use basically all hole saws on here, and again, I'll show you that and all the parts you'll need to make this box. So going back to this one, so you drilled your hole saw, you use your hole saw to drill out this hole, put it in here, and then as you can see, you screw it to attach it to the box. These screws come with this connector. So what you do is you get your little connector here, your clincher, and you connect 3 red wires to it. This one is from that spool of wire I showed you. You cut your spool, your amount of wire you need, and you saw all the supplies that you need, you saw prior to me going to the box here. Here's this is the wire from the spool of wiring that you need to buy. Cut the length you need that goes from here to the battery. Here's the wire connector. You crimp this on to this end and you just push the other end into your connector. Then you take the red wire from here, and it doesn't matter how these are put, as long as they're all in here and they're all in here correctly. Or I'm sorry, you have a good connection where you can't pull them out. So once you push it in, you pull this up, you pull this down once you get the wire in, and then you tug this in to make sure that these do not come out. Then you make another wire. Well, you don't make a wire because this comes on automatically like this, and this is the fuse connector. You hook this up to this wire as well, which this one will go to your on-off switch here. Okay? So you have that, put that to the side. Then you start with your negative wire. This is just a 2-wire connector. It goes from the AC wall, connects here, and it goes straight to your negative feed wire housing. So this is your negative feed wire housing. This is where all your negative wires are going into. So this goes into here. So you can see this last one here feeds into your on-off switch. At the end of it, and then same thing here. And the reason why I did this is because it was easier to wire it this way. This end one feeds into your voltage regulator. see your voltage regulator, and then on the other side, your on-off switch. I'm going slowly so you can see how this is inside the box here. You've got another negative feed. Just pull it out here. Your other negative feed, which is this one right here, goes from the negative of your inverter, your power inverter, which is 150 watts. And this is good enough to run your laptops. What else did I use to use this to charge? I use it to power up my laptop, charge my cell phones, all that good stuff. I haven't used these boxes for heavy use because these aren't built for heavy use. These are just used for, like, if you're out camping and you need something for lights, if you need something for charging your laptop or your cell phone. That's what these boxes were meant for. Nothing to run power equipment. So don't think these are good for power equipment. So after that, you hook this one again to your negative to your inverter. And then the last one here goes all the way, as you can see, to, let me get this out of the way. Goes all the way to, which I just showed you, to here. And there's one more. Where is it at? Here it is, the middle one. This middle one would go all the way to the negative side of your battery. And that's where you'll have to crimp the wire, the spade to, female spade to clip to your male connector on your battery. You're done with your negative. All your negatives hooked up. Your positive had just begun with this one. To finish off your power, your positive one, you need another crimper, which will be a 3 crimper or connector. I call them housing connectors. So one end, as you can see, goes from here to your on-off switch, and this one would go into the middle. And again, you'll see the diagram on how these work when you buy it. Then the middle one, as you can see, goes to your power inverter. And then the last one, which is this one here, goes to your voltage, the voltage regulator here. I'm holding the phone as I'm doing this, so I'm sorry for these camera angles. With your inverter, it comes as a cigarette lighter, as you saw in the picture diagram. When you cut it, the positive end, I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, there we go. As you can see, the positive has like a ridge. It's ridge and it's rough. When you rub your finger on the side of it, it's rough, and you could see the ridges. The negative one, as you can see here, has no ridges. And when you rub your finger on it, it's smooth. So the smooth side's negative, the rough side's positive. And the rough side gets plugged into with your power, your positive side. Okay? And that's it. Oh, nope. Your inverter. So this plug, oops, I'm sorry again for, I'll edit a lot of this stuff out that moves around with the camera. This plug here, this is just off of vacuums, and it's got to be a 3-prong. See, it's got to be the 3-prong plug. Don't get a 2-prong. Use a 3-prong. It grounds it out. So I'll plug this back in here, and this will feed where you never have to take this out or put a plug in and out. And that's why I have the plug. That's why I have this here on here. This is cut down, cut to size, spliced, and your positive, negative, and ground. And that's why I use these, because these 3-prong have a positive, which is the white, negative, which is the black, and the green, which is the ground. Let's see if I can get in here with some light. I don't know how to use, I'm using another phone, but see, as you can see, And it's just regular, you negative, negative, positive, positive, and ground to your plug. Sorry about that. To your plug, which is, as I turn this around, lift the box up, your plug on the outside. As you can see, it's a cover. This cover covers so you can't see these screws. But that's it. Now you have yourself a handy dandy portable backup. If you want to call it a little mini generator, whatever you want to call this thing. I call them little power boxes. You have yourself a portable little power box that is weatherproof. Everything on the outside of this box is weatherproof. These ammo boxes are weatherproof. They're really, I mean, you could do tons of things with this thing. And again, don't buy this one. This, I don't like this. It sucks. Just, I mean, if you really want to see how much power you have, get this one, or go online and see if they've updated these. But there you go, folks. 2 little power boxes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration of how to build a basic battery box. That's what it's actually called, a battery box. With all the equipment, I probably forgot to put a couple of slides in there of what you need for the build of this battery box. But of course, you're going to need a drill and probably a jigsaw to cut a hole, handsaw, whatever, to cut a hole in a box. And I just want to put out there too that this is a disclaimer. I am not an electrician. I'm not certified besides, a realtor and all the other stuff that I actually went to school for. So do your homework, study, find out how this really works before you just go and attempt to make something and you cause a fire or whatever. So be very careful. I know that the speaker build as well as this battery box build, the way that I presented it, is not showing me actually cutting the wires, putting it together, and showing you how to do it, but I tried my best to explain how I built it. And I hope it does give you the information that you need to build one if you're willing to do that. Now again, I also want to say the cost of those slides are current of all the parts that I bought. Those are all the parts I bought on Amazon, and those are the current pricing as of today, as of this Friday. Calculate it up, see if it's worth building it or buying them. Because some of these nowadays, you can buy some of these battery boxes cheaper than what you can building one. So with all this said, if you're a DIYer and you like to do this stuff, get at it, go at it, have fun with it. Give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave some comments, ring the bell for notification, spread the word of our fun Fridays, our Friday fun days, and all our other videos that we put out there. With that being said, until our next video, see ya.